is Gunjur fatality right born in a German Straßen. Me wanna understand say me here to introduce myself as an individual, but in my iteration to express myself to the community in a E-O-U-T-U-A to make them say, understand, say, man, a individual will have his name and appearance and his own ability of living. But in the world of globe, anyone who come in the face of a public, them follow with spirituality, with vandalism, with a dot in the image of the individual. You see me I say? We come here to clean up and make up my name in the brain of a kind of a human with they in them yard, them spoil me name everywhere. So that's an introduction from Jamaica Cinco. You see me I say? I exhibit them call man from Jupiter, South Gambia, they bought in a German stars and right about the conquering lion of Judah. I made that Jamaica Cinco. Make listen and listen carefully. Me have to leave the vibes them run. You see me I say? Understand, say, life is a part of work, part of experience, and part of travel of a journey in a life. You see me I say? Make you understand that me there, for a very long time, in a spiritual root words. You see me I say? So me come down to yard with a different part of spirituality in a bend overseen. You see me I say? Them follow me utterance not to express myself in a different liberty anymore, because them need me in a them liberty as fast as possible for me to go down and live the life. But it's not the way and it's not the case to go somewhere in a proper way to have the liberty. You have to maintain your capability to stand in a fitness where you have it in the realness of life. Nobody can stop you to go there. For example, in a human chamber, a youth in a Gambia, we say him there has a momo where them call a hadamadi, him have a 3 step of a capability to have what them call a kind of human kind that's the fitted chamber of all the created in the world of globe. When them have the capability fitted as a human kind, you will have a visa automatic to travel to America and to live on a different life. You see me I say? That's the capability when we have to in my life. You see me I say? It goes, everything goes by step. When the capability is not fitted, you cannot live in America. You will be an existent. You cannot be a living. You will be an existent. You see what I say? I go so this step go everywhere in the world, everywhere in the world. In Europe, for example, when you don't have the capability fitted from more them called Hadamadinga, that's a people. You cannot have the more, what them call more is a humanic part scene. You see what I say? You can't come to more part scene in a Europe. It's not possible. So that is life where the mighty give us with the step and rules. You follow the rules and grow up with that education and experience fitted ground in a world and move with your team. That's what we call team mother. Then team mother. Ibe bola banku later bankuto automatic with the run of a nature. That's as though it go guan. I made that Jamaica single, the canker in Judah. People understand, say, the warrior stick of a warboard is not a hustling game, it's a game of an effort in an individual primacy of life. When you have the capability to maintain yourself in a clean and a decent way, you go reach somewhere with that aim and ambition of yourself as an individual. A God so mighty set everything for all of the creators in their own way. But remember, say, to see someone in your environment when you say him come from a different part of world or a different part of liberty or a different part of zone in your home. Let me say come is a home dude. That's a boot. You see me I say? Okay. No say no everybody are the same in a youth. You gotta live with someone to make uno say don't attack him individually because him they are from a different part of liberty. You see me I say? But try say to make something with your curiosity, to investigate with a killing way, come and greet the person, make a link with the person, to look where your doubt is, to ask him direct, to have some idea, where you have an idea, you go on YouTube, YouTube is a fast and pronunciation, and not this existent point, I should say, but the bankers there, to attack, should be pronounced. Let me take a break, man. Make you understand, say, alteration is not a free bad anyway, anyhow you feel like to do. It brings an end to a conversational level of career for an individual. Not everything is to be a having in a way of going to school punctual every day with no taking your time. Some of the things them where you go and gain them there in your store. But when you hustle for it because you are young and lazy, you want to go and bunch a big rank in an arm to make a proud in your life as a young youth. Life is not a one day journey, Make me tell you, say that it's a live. All this is a misinterpretation of a alteration in a chemical birth experience, especially in a human life. We have a different alteration where them write it and parrot it. We will never pronounce it in a correct way. It's a taboo. You should say astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah. That's a reality. When you come, the first letter in the written language, they say one is not one. O-N-A. O-N-A. When you say to another person, you bring a vanity in a word them call some. It's not some. S-O-M-A. 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 E, O, N, E, O, N, E, O, N, E, S, O, N, E, O, N, E. They put a vitality of a sin. They say someone, someone. It's not the correct utteration and pronunciation of the word of an English language. You see what I say? We have a bunch of them in our stories as a humankind, where the various bring in the art of this world. You see what I say? A ghost in a different pattern. Them there with a different. You see what I say? Humankind never get him own, you know. That's the same iteration of a EO2A, EO2A, EOU. You see, then bring a vanity of a spring in a one letter. You see me say? This happened really for humankind in a different liberty. You can't realize yourself. But when you come back here, you realize this. Go open a book, start everything from scratch. What education is these letters to pronounce them. It's a big part of education, not to understand or to know. You don't need that in education. You need a correct utterance. When something is writing A, B, C, don't say I know ups. It's not that. Don't say that. You should A, B, S, A, B, S, A, B, S. When you say that, you say A, B, S, A, B, S, A, B, S, A, B. When you wanna do fast as a conversation, you say ups, 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 ups. Very simple. That's an education. You don't need a knowledge of everything to know or a understanding of everything. You don't need that. You need an education to correct utterance. When you go in a dictionary of Arabic, them utter is Arabic, is the linguistic lettering of Arutu. Them never look at the lettering of a buried without not touching it and then say it. That's education. The same apply in the linguistic part of an English in education. Not everything should be known and understand at the same point. Education you do for 1,000 years. When you have one understanding after that 1,000 years, it will beat someone who is gaining knowledge for 5,000 billion years. One understanding of you. The education is not a joke. Never joke with it. Because I go to school, I get rust. Means that I should drop out. It should give you hope and him to fight again. You should understand that the community in a you see E O U T U B E O U T U B E O U T U B. This is how they pronounce in Arabic verity. When you use to it, you go to bust on a levity. You have a correct slangs and nice voice. Because you have been educated. You never joke with it. Everybody respect you and love your voice of melody. Be careful, my people in the world of Dunbo. That's kind of human. Bring unity and stability in your life. Pose out the hatred and the weakness in your side and bring the kindness and the jumbo. Unity, forward. That's a Jamaica Cinco, man from Jupiter, same way South Gambia bar suit. They are right about in a German Straße. Lion Judah. to make you understand, say, we have a different experience with a different created bodies. We know, say, we have a clean and innocent loyalty. We know, say, me not have hatred with them. Where you hate them run after you, do everything that you will never know them and see them. But in a bubble of a juggle, it was in a fight, in a real warrior fight, where we meet with them. But the real love stand for me, dear. Them never want me to come back here and still following me. Everything they did, they have a clean reason, and they want me everything to leave everything here and go and live with them. They want I leave everything and go and live with them. They want I leave everything and I go and live with them. That is the realness. Because I was not there to feel big, because I never know these created figures. I was there to work, and that's what I did, as clean as I can do. They follow me with that love and support. Not every bad deed which happened to me is with bad reason. Because some of them, when they think where I'm going, they cry, and leave real life. They never want me to come back here, But this is an introduction to a kind of human that you can encounter in a different liberty, different created bodies or created figures, which are created parts. Not every created mingled with a figure of a body. They have a particle part in a created bones. You see me? I see. Sorry, you see me? I see. Me want to say, but still tongue manipulation in a different chamber. Not everybody go manage the understanding, but this one especially is from the weakness, which them no say them no like him and kind. You see me? I say this created an enemy checkpoint for a kind of human me a relative with. You see me? I say, but me here if you work in a different car, me a sent to the wall of him man for a representation and an upliftment of understanding and education. You see me? I say, but where me really bounded from is a different fight there. You see me? I say, so me now go bring a big understanding in you that you got feel afraid, but to inform you, that's an introduction, when we do right now, in the bet. And that way I deal with, make you know that all of the communities them in the internet, them call a fast book, them call a them are all educational table where someone can use wisely and intelligently to gain something from it, not just to buy an internet and have a juggle in a juggle, to have a phone and left. Make so you have a limited in your phone gain, in your life gain, in your happiness gains, and have education. Education is by done in the individuality of the present existence who is manipulating the applications. When educating, you don't need too much a curiosity of knowing too much curiosity in a understanding. That's a critic. You gotta drop out and have la a l a e n I k l a e n I k. That's why I need. It's a big part of the journey to make uno have uno self free from the checkpoint of an enemy. Take note. Sorry for the disappointment. There is too much of punch in a pan. We have a sense of understanding, not a language of intellectuality. We have a word where we would have an understanding, but the written letters are not to be pronounced in a good sense. We say the community in a EO2A have a mindset of a sin in a gentry, you them in a righteousness. Come the zone with the intellectuality, tell them find the correct word in a seal of a authorization. Have a release in a game, as a teacher in a bar. Be clean in a yourself out and a deed in a mind. Never hesitate to bring a righteous kid in a game of a cool, in a game of a calm, make a understanding both in a sin. Manager make a single man from Jupiter, same way South Gambia, John in a one. They are right a bono in a bunju. As a Bastrazon is the call of a direction. Me there in a state part of the journey. As a cool in a Germany. Make a journey in a life as a experience. Make a life as a did in a did. Make a life as a Jojo Judo. Me love Allah who know in a EO2 D. That's how the out of a experience in a pronunciation, utteration, E-O-U-T-U-B, 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 E-O-U-T-U-B. Me no say today is a man them cardiac in a struggle, but tomorrow some people gonna be in a struggle of the same experience in a life. So make me no say the future is brighter than sunshine, but you need to work hard. You need to fight for yourself as a free in a June, free in a Jan, free in a Wood. Make you no understand say life is a part of work. Didi, do, basi. That's a Jamaica sing go, lion a Judah in a band soon Kalu. That's a Jamaica sing go, but from good in a Jan of a Jup, Jiba, Juk, Jank, Jab. Bigger Adam. EO2 this a community should take note of the special sense on to bring something in your life what understandable is. Never judge someone will come in your environment from somewhere, try to treat good and be agreeable to them, and know say all this is a nature of life. Today you day at home, tomorrow you can be abroad. You see me I say? In a home you have citizen, you have immigrant, you have what them call out and tomb. All of the three is a nature in a life. It's a witch and a switch and a bride branch in a different. Not everybody in a one country is a citizen. Not everybody in a one nation is a immigrant. Not everybody in a one broad is a out time too. You see what I say? So be open-minded and be serious and honest to yourself. Never hesitate to throw out something which is not for you, but never deny something which is nature. When you say nature, it's all part of our self-unification and self-understanding that not every country should have only the citizens and the seaborn and the sea cat. You need a ref boat, the barjut and the migrants. You see me I say? That's a nature. You got accept to live with it. We understand say man are not a hypocrite. We work for the future and make the future brighter than the sky. What them a do in a sky work, them say future brighter than the sun. The realness of an investigation see that sun have a side, not a brightness, but the brightness has the sky. You see me I say? All this exists in a life of human. Then bring a room with the improvement. You see me I say? For a verification of their point of object where them keep from the human kind of existing living. You see me I say? The fight was going on for a very long time in a human chamber. You see me I say? So you know have to wake up and look deep and proper in your environment. You see me I say? When you come in the private zones, there is no human bone in them private apartment. No correct investigation of an individual. Everybody come from nowhere, come and have a citizenship with a variety of a document. All this is in nature. You have it in you, have the appearance, the behavior, and the life in you. Not just to have document made you a citizen. You see me I say? Don't deny citizen. When you come to the private zone, once again, there is no humanic bath seen in the private apartment. I am the only one in a humanic chamber living in a private apartment. Did an investigation by your own understanding of the truth and investigation. Never believe by, never liefify. It's truth or lie. But you do the investigation by yourself. True crime is not to be done. That is to be given to the mighty, the creator, not an individual to be truthful. You have the hearance, you do your work by yourself. No humanic bath suit in a private zones. I tell you this. Understand that I need a patient to gain certain gains in your life and bring a king for yourself. Without patience, no can work. Look how them bring me hit them in a jump in a spiritual move. I have a patience for certain dates, Then there, the glove for sea for a very long time, spoil me name with a different, what is there with a different setting, popping it in a different jam, you see what I'm saying? I mean, if Jamaica sing going, man from Jupiter, say we could do bad, we there at the point with a strong Germany, As a day jam, boat of a Jamaica sinker. As a batching in a me, a drum batch in a me code. Have a jam dude in a jam boat, have a jam rock in a jam say. Selo all of the batching in a crew, as a brand thing in a clean. Jamaica sinko de ya in a EO2. As a brand kun in a scene, make a community in a EO2. As a cool in a sad, bad in a sad, in a EO. As a basin in a car, me have a pronunciation in a right direction. As a prankun in a make a educate the educative in a education. Make a jump in a lyrics at a party in a scene. Make a damn boat in a dance. That's a can make a sing go. Broad suit in a scene. Urban in a soon jam don't say. Pick up all of the viewers them in a you. EO2A, EO2A, EO2A. It's the rich in a scene, it's the one in a scene, it's the jam in a scene. EO2A, EO2A, EO2A. That's how they read part of our pronunciation. As a EO2A, EO2A. As a crown in a sheep, what about in a sheep? Jam in a jam, jam a call in a happy platform, them in a me side as a banking in hard. Send them in a sad, bomb jump in a sand. Jamaica sing go beat them, but in a physical jam boot, in a really call band suit, in a physical tall boot, as a grand bat in a suit. Yo, EO2. Hey, we have to close this session now till we meet again. That we not have rush for again. Wait for your time. Everybody have his own time. You see me I say? Make enjoy on yourself and know say life is not to be rushed. Live. Live. It's the right pronunciation. But they bring this word and put a vanity in it and bring cowards in the life of a human. You see me I say? We have to say life got him there long time for 5,000 billion decade of years. The iteration there with the debility of a force in a joint of a conversation. Because they put a conversational bar in a human life which is not proper. You should not be climbing one word to say an word. I am going to the market. I am going to. Everybody say I am going to the market. You can say go in, go in, go in, go in, go in, ma, ma, ma. You can say that very simple. It's to be understood. The language of a human is not a knowledgeable language. It's an understandable bar. You see me I say? An understandable bar. It's not a knowledgeable word. So, make you understand, say, you there in a fight for a very long time. Make you mind and stand for yourself. G, O, I, N, K. G, O, I, N, K. G, O, I, N, K. M, A, K, T. M, A, K, T. M, A, K, T. M, A, K, T. Take care of yourself. Jamaica sing good. Lion of Judah.